Hello and welcome to Total War Warhammer. It has been a very long while since I've uploaded a video, and I am now back on a computer temporarily. This will just be for a couple videos, but I am back on a computer that can run Warhammer very well and with nice graphics. So let's just jump into a replay, and after beating the campaign, you unlock the Mousillon faction. So if you go into custom battle here, you can play as Mousillon, which is the vampire undead faction in Bretonnia. And right here we have a new lord, the Red Duke, with the lore of vampires, the normal mounts for a vampire lord, and a new special ability called El Sif. And it says it cannot target if unit is not a lord or hero, so that means basically you have to target on a lord or hero. And it gives them minus 48 speed, which is really powerful, minus 22% physical resistance, and minus 60 melee defense. I see this is kind of like challenging them to a duel, so they can't run away, and they have to fight you, and they block less stuff. So, extremely powerful. And that's the main reason why you would want to bring the Red Duke to battle. So I have been really enjoying playing as Mousillon and the Red Duke. So I have a couple replays for you. Yeah, here's the Mousillon versus the Empire. So you can see my army comp over here has the Red Duke and a Lore of Shadows vampire, which is I'm really happy they added the Lore of Shadows to the vampire counts. I haven't really seen it mentioned anywhere. But yeah, the vampire counts with the Lore of Shadows is pretty beastly. And I'm just going to be going up against the Empire, so I have a mix of everything. A Mortis Engine, Armor Piercing, Hex Wraiths, Sternsmen, Anti-Large, and Crypt Ghouls. And my opponent is rocking a line of Halberdiers. 6 of them, I believe, or maybe 5. A nice contingent of crossbowmen here, 4 of them, which is pretty powerful. And he also has this flying goon squad of a general of the Empire and 2 Empire captains. Now, ever since the Wood Elves, these guys do not have potions. Heroes do. General of the Empire does, but no healing potions, so that's a big deal. Also on the ground, he has Amber Wizard that can spawn a Manticore, but the Manticore only lasts for a certain amount of time because it degenerates slowly. Also has a Mortar that he's moving, so I'm taking advantage of that and moving up my troops as quickly as possible. Over in the woods here, I have my Hex Wraith silently moving through the trees and brushes, and over on the other flank, he has Empire Knights that I cannot see. So yeah, I'm just moving up. The zombies are just for meat shields. The Crypt Ghouls are there because the Empire doesn't have that much armor, and these guys are weak against armor, so they're going to be more cost effective against troops without armor. And then same deal with the Grave Guard. They do not have armor piercing. And since the greatswords have been nerfed considerably, Empire players bring greatswords quite less often. And then the Crypt Horrors are just for in case greatswords show up, and they have some nice armor piercing on them. So the mortars are going off right now. Landing on my Crypt Horror right there. What if the mortars do fire damage? It doesn't say they do, which is a shame. So I won't do extra damage against my Crypt Horrors, who will regenerate. So, I've moved my Hex Wraiths all the way to the back here, and they're waiting for the correct moment to pounce, and I do not want to be too hasty, and I don't want to be too late with these. Gotta pop in at the right moment. I'm taking a few casualties, but my Mortis Engine is replenishing them. So we can take a look at the Red Duke. He's, somewhere over here. Yep. So he's kind of like a Blood Knight. And he's got a really awesome shield. And that's just a standard Hellsteed. So his Empire Knights have quickly come out of the forest, and before I had any time to react, he's taken out 10 of my Crypt Ghouls. And these guys have no retribution against this. They're not anti-large, and they're super squishy targets. So he's unloading volleys into my zombies. which is exactly what I want. These are completely meat shields. Nice explosions as well. So now he has Empire Knights roaming around my backlines. I do have 2 Skeleton Spearmen, who have a small anti-large bonus. Wait, yeah, they do. Of 13, actually, they've upped the bonus there. So I'm just gonna engage in melee. He does have a powerful squad here, and I'm worried about rear charges because I don't have much defense. I'm trying to. The micromanagement is not great. So I'm also moving my Mortis engine up because he doesn't have a net of Amatok, and engaging my zombies as well. And these swordsmen are going to get hit real hard from the mortars and this goon squad. And then I move up the Mortis engine, and you can see how quickly it's down to HP in 1 volley of these 4 crossbows. And then his Empire Captain just hit it another time. And then another volley comes from all 4 units, and it is almost dead. So that is how quickly a Mortis engine can fall. It is extremely powerful if not dealt with. Here, let me go into slow motion. But yeah, there it dies. And now he has sent, now he has sent all of his lords and heroes, as well as the Empire Knights, against. I'm just gonna let the Red Duke talk there. Against my Red Duke here, and I've done Melkoff's Mystifying Miasma with my my Vampire Lady somewhere over here. Yep. So that's gonna be pulling down the hit points of the Empire Knights. And they also have El Sif on the General of the Empire. So he's piling in all of his troops on my General, and I'm going to try to replenish my guys with Invocation to Heck as well. And he also is doing Flock of Doom on these Sternsmen. These Sternsmen are just getting absolutely flogged right now. But now, this is the moment I spring my trap. All of his troops have been committed to my General, and that is when the Hex Race, you can see right here, there's no defense. Except possibly this Manticore. So I'm piling in on these heroes to make sure they don't try to stop my Hex Race. And he's just going for my infantry right now. And honestly, I didn't spend too much on this infantry, so I'm not too concerned about this. He is doing major damage against these Grave Guard, but this is what I really care about. This is just nice targets right here. They took out my Mortis engine, so I'm going to take out them. And pull down some hit points, and these guys cause terror too, so in the rear they're just going to be absolutely devastating, and everyone's going to want to flee. They're already terrified, you can see there. And his Empire Captain is getting caught, and then I put another spell down. Really awesome effect. That just looks amazing. It's called the Withering, and I upgraded it so it is everyone in this area gets -8 leadership and -15 armor. So -8 leadership on top of the Hex Race, causing terror in the rear, is going to immediately start these halberdiers with 78 men left to break. And you can see just the chain route starts to happen. The Crypt Horrors are just pulling through. He's trying to get rid of the Hex Race, so I'm going to make sure he doesn't get away from that. And just the effects just are piling on top of him. The more people start to riot, the more likely other people start to riot, and you can just see his entire line collapses right here. Just the weight of the Hex Race just buckles his line. And all of these guys are terrified. Even his Empire Captain is terrified. So, you can see the balance of power just shifts massively in my favor. And then I start pulling down his General, and then he admits defeat. I still think there was plenty of fight still inside him. You can see that he only lost 242 guys. I had lost 500. And some of his guys were starting to come back. And my Hex Rates were starting to go down as well. But I think he was just done. He just wanted to... The moment he started to lose, he just quit. That's a very bad thing to do. Like, for example, my Mortis engine, if I had quit and conceded defeat the moment my Mortis engine died, that would have just been premature. Because you always have fight left in you. So, anyway, good game to... I'm not going to say his name. And I'll see you next time.